This is the question which how do I write my blog post? There's a couple of different things, like everyone has their own way, but here's my way. Hey everyone, this is me Harsh, and it's the episode number 15 of our JOM blog. It's really going good enough. As I thought that it will be scalable, and of course it is scalable. Scaling it like it's it's a part of a milestone for me, because completing 15 episodes in this time and this way is very hard for me. And the only thing which is right now coming in front of you is the truth. It's how it's done, what I'm learning, and not about the things which how to make this much money in that time. Of course, right now I have zero clients. I'm saying on this record, on camera, zero clients. I don't have anything. The client, yes, I had clients, I had worked with them, but after this pandemic, I'm trying to reach out like 50, 100 people a time. Like in 2 to 3 days, I'm completing 100 to 200 people. I know that it is not good. I have to do 200 to 300 people in a single day, but like as the time goes, it will also improve it. And also our vlog is going good, not in the term of a majority people do, like likes, views and subscribers. Of course, like in past month I've got zero subscribers, although my videos are getting some views but not subscribers. Neither I care about likes, but the only thing which I care about is honest opinion about the one who is watching. For example, if you're watching, of course, maybe it may be the case that you are the unique viewer. Let me know in the comment section. I'm saying comment. Let me know in the comment section about what are your views, opinions, and what do you want from me, and I'll surely look into it and I will reply you as soon as possible. Every comment, especially if it's not bad words, I really like to reply. So it's going good. Like just creating the content which I want to be, not I can create tutorial videos also all day long. How to do this in this much, like get million traffic in 5 days. There are a lot of people doing that, and of course like they're clickbait thumbnails and they are getting views, but of course it's for short time and it's not scalable. It's not. Right now I can show you the journey. It's going good enough, not as much as think, but I'm happy with what it is, and I'm happy how much work I'm putting in, because I mean how much hours I'm putting it, because I also like playing games, so I play it. It's not that I'm beating myself up that I'm not able to put in 15 hours, 16 hours, at least 12 to 15 hours a day. That's okay. I also have other things to do. So it's going good, and I was just documenting it. It's like 15th episode, good as I was able to make it, but it's right now it's also a long journey to go. 15th episode. Today's episode, of course, I have to come up with questions, because in previous episode I just spoke out the truth which I had, and also some thoughts which I spoke on about the content. And I've already, like when I was searching for my SEO keywords, I've got a content creation is the main thing which I like. If you say me to work for a company, and which field, of course there is a paid media, which is Facebook ads, Instagram, social media ads, Google AdWords, and there are also a content team and growth hacking. So the only focus of mine which I enjoy a lot is content team. I would like to work in a content team, or because I like for if I'm you know what, the keyword which I got was content creation. Of course it was very hard, but the thing which I like is, what if like where there is less people, or there are really very low people who are creating or writing or creating content about how to create content for brands, or how to create a content when you're working with brand, because they are creating content but how to create your content, like their main audience, or the specific the focus of the audience is how would you do this. But right now I'm also helping people, because I've also worked with few clients, and this may brings value. That's what I thinking is it at least, if it is at least bringing value, at least if it is at least bringing value to a single person, that's good for me. Because of course like if he comments that your video brings me value or it has helped me and I was able to do this. And neither I have a lot of experience in it, neither I have a lot of trophies in it, which is like aka results, but I have some type of thoughts and I would like to share this. So I will surely make a video about how to work with brands, or when you're working with brands, how to create content for brands, because there's a lot of different stuff also. Because a lot of people have doubt that when you're working with brands, and if they want a video content, so should you show your face or not, because that's the only thing which a lot of people are scared of. And yes, of course. And what I think so is HubSpot too does that. Yes, HubSpot. I just viewed the Instagram profile and it's there. Like their content team is showing their face, and even you can too. But it's up to you. Like if you want to use animations and text animations, that's good for you. It's currently up to you, and the brand which you're working with. But I will really make a, like, we have specific, we have got this brand, and this brand has paid, like whether it is paying you or not, but for example this has paid you $100 for a content like project, and they want you to create so much content and bring so much results. So what we can do is first analyze what are the KPIs and what are the type of audience they are wanting to target. So like 80-20 rule, 80 in organic and 20 in paid media also, because if they are giving you the like specific goal that we want this much and this much audience, and this audience they are saying you that these are the target audience, then obviously I will spend $20 in paid media also, and $80 in organic, like paying people to write articles or create like if you have a content team, of course that's all goes into your pocket and then you have to pay them. But if you are doing freelancing thing as I am doing right now, it will help you. So that's in like I'll just add into my sticky notes that I also want to create content on that, and that will really help you. Like, and also like judging my own content, I'm right now also judging my own content. I know that it's wrong, but I've like I've learned from the people who have already made it that the market decides whether your content is good or not, whether you're lighting your camera or if you're scripting it, or the cuts which you're putting it, the editing, like cares or not. But I don't think so that cares. At some point it cares, because I don't want to I don't want to talk about that. A lot of grammar mistakes. But the one improvement which I'm seeing while documenting is, as the time is going, I'm being comfortable with the camera. At started I'm not talented like in speaking in front of a lot of people, neither on camera. But if you watch my previous like first or second video, you'll get to know about the improvement which I'm done. And like whenever YouTube is promoting my videos organically, like on the suggested videos, people are clicking into my thumbnail, because I'm trying to improve my thumbnail skills also, creative skills also. But they're only watching for 10 seconds or 20 seconds. So like they are just watching the intro, which is like I introduce myself and this is episode number this and this. What they want is, they want to specific thing, like show me how to do this. And so this video I will like, if you have watched this video you will get to know. And I will like they say now that the main part of a video, they play that and then they start the video with the whatever the intro is. So I will also try that, because like what if you're creating a content and it's not reaching to people, it is as simple as that. People are clicking on it but they're not viewing it. Also my impression rate, which is like click-through rate, or the click-through rate has also decreased because of the gap. I got that, but the average view time has also decreased a lot by 40%. That's a lot to me. People are only watching, first the people is to watch 2 to 3 minutes at least, but right now only 10 to 20 seconds, and I know that it's not good, but still doing it figuring out things, how to do this, how to do that, learning, and of course sharing. Hey vlog, right now I'm recording this video while editing this same podcast which you was seeing till here. Actually, because of some technical issue, the some clips of this podcast which this vlog which I shooted was formatted, so I wasn't able to get it back. But so that's why right now I'm recording this video to say you that the clip which you will see after this is as you know that we do some question and answer series and also try to bring you value, not only just show you what I do but also to bring you value. I add some additional stuff. So this is the question, which how do I write my blog post? There's a couple of different things, like everyone has their own way, but here's my way. Here's how I write my blog post. First, I come up with ideas. Everyone has their own way of getting ideas. Some people do brainstorming process where they think of different keyword or terms and they write ideas which go through their mind. In brainstorming, quantity matters rather than quality. If you want to make a specific video on brainstorming, hit me up. I will love to make a video, and I think so of making a quick video of how to get ideas through brainstorming. And there's a million different ways of getting ideas. Some people do SEO, which is like they research the links of the competitors and they like filter about the SEO difficulty and the traffic, and they get to know about what other competitors are doing it, and they take that keyword or that term as the content idea and they create content around that topic. What I do is I brainstorm. I literally have more than 10 to 20 article topics scheduled before I write, because once I write, I don't want to like mismatch, because when I'm writing, I'm thinking of to start writing an article on a specific topic. I don't want to waste time on getting different ideas. So first I have the content ideas. I just choose that content and write an article about it. Yes, we have completed about the content idea, and first I use like a specific catchy title. A lot of people, what they do is they create outline and they at the last they use some of the copywriting tricks to get some extra clicks. But what I do is I come up with the headline which is using some copywriting or which works for me, and every people have the different way to do it. First I come up with the headline which shows a clear context about what's in this blog or what's in this article, written in this article. And what I do is I then create an outline. For example, if I have to write a article on how to do content writing or content marketing, what I'll do is introduction about what is it is exactly. I just you can use Docs, Word, or even WordPress. I usually use Word or Doc because it is you can sync in according to your Gmail account and continue with on the go also. So just use a complete with the headline, write about the H2 tags, which is introduction, how it is helpful, how people are using it and how you can use it, what are the benefits of and the conclusion. Once I complete with the H2 tag, then I start writing about my whatever like come up in my thought. I just write in that introduction. I write it. Once it is around 1000 words, 1500 words, 2000 words, I just go through my article if there is any spelling mistakes. Yes, a lot of people ignore this, but it is useful and you should really it is very underrated, spelling mistakes, so you have to take care of that. Once I have done with my checking my grammar, spelling mistakes, I go through my conclusion part and make sure that I have completely whatever I have said in the whole article, it is contextual to that. Because if a person is reading your complete blog and it doesn't make sense your conclusion part, that it is like rewinding all the stuff which you have said, just make sure that you are just like saying the whole 1500 words into or 50 to 100 words. Just combine it, squeeze all the content which you have shared into that conclusion part and make sure that it makes sense. Then the third part which I do is adding images, or what we say is a infographic thing. whether I use infographic from others website and gives them credit, it is completely okay if you are giving him or credit or backlink. Or if you have to create a one, I personally use canva.com. Some people do use Photoshop, but it's very time consuming for me to create tables and all that stuff. So Canva already have a pre-made template which helps me, and for making a blog banner I use Canva and also Photoshop, because it has a lot of features in making a blog banner, not about the images or the content images which we show to or which we input it to make it contextual. So that's my blog writing process which I do. And once again, when it is completely completed, I once again go through it, and then if it's all good, then I just post it on my website. And don't forget to use that same article or the same, just copy paste it on LinkedIn article also, because you may get some help. Alright, blog just done the one question with a lot of interruptions. You will obviously would have seen a lot of interruption. You can say distraction. It's not a distraction, but it is interruption. People are like interrupting, knocking up the door. It is what it is, and like if you have to do it, when you have said that you will do it, in whatever case you have to complete it. So just answer the single question, which is, I hope it will bring value to I've just said that in looking at my audiences on LinkedIn. I like thinking about what the audience wants, which is I've just created that video from a LinkedIn audience perspective. So hope this brings value to a lot of people.